Hello and welcome back to another episode of Speak Right with Mercy. Today we are going to look at what homophones are. What are homophones? Before we begin, it is pivotal to know that the English language is full of words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. These words are called homophones. Homophones. For example, the words sea and sea sound exactly alike, but one refers to the ocean and the other the act of looking. Studying homophones is important because it helps us improve our pronunciation, spelling, listening, and understanding of context. To begin with, what are homophones? Homophones are words that sound the same when spoken, but have different spellings, meanings, or even both. The word homophone comes from Greek. Homo means same, while phone means sound. So, homophone means the same sound. Yes. That being said, today we will study 20 pairs of homophones. Let's get started. The first pair is able and able. The word able is a male given name. For example, Abel sings beautifully. This other word, able, means having the ability to do something. For example, he is able to carry out the task. Able and able. Don't forget, this pair is pronounced the same way. The second pair of homophones is the pair you as a pronoun. For example, you are welcome to my city. And you, which means a female sheep. For example, he saw a ewe in the field. He saw a ewe in the field. This pair is pronounced the same way. Another pair of homophones we will look at is the pair air and air. This pair is pronounced the same. Air means the invisible gas we breathe. For example, the air was fresh after the rain. The air was fresh after the rain. This other heir means one who inherits property or title. For example, the prince is the heir to the throne. So, this pair is pronounced exactly the same, but they have different spellings and different meanings. These are called homophones. Another pair of homophones is the pair raw and raw. Raw and raw. Raw means uncooked. For example, he ate raw vegetables for lunch. This other raw means a loud, deep sound. For example, the lion's roar startled me. The same sound, different spellings, and different meanings. The next pair is heard and heard. The same sound, different spellings, and different meanings. Heard is the past tense of hear. For example, I heard a strange noise outside. This other herd means a group of animals, especially cattle or sheep. For example, the herdman guided the herd into the field. The next pair is saw and saw. Saw is the past tense of the verb see. For example, I saw the rainbow yesterday. I saw the rainbow yesterday. While soar means to fly or rise high. For example, the eagle began to soar above the mountains. Same pronunciation, different spellings, and different meanings. The next pair is the pair farther and farther. Farther means more distant. For example, the shop is farther down the road. The shop is farther down the road. While this father means a male parent. For example, my father works in the city. Same pronunciation, different spellings, and different meanings. Homophones. Another pair of homophones is draw and draw. Absolutely. This word is pronounced draw, not drawer. No. Okay? Draw means to sketch. For instance, the child likes to draw houses, whereas this drawer means a compartment in furniture. For example, she kept her socks in the top drawer. She kept her socks in the top drawer. Draw and draw. Homophones. This one is interesting. The next pair of homophones is kernel and kernel. Kernel and kernel. This pair is pronounced the same way, exactly the same. Kernel is the inner part of a nut or seed. For example, he ate a kernel of corn. This other kernel means a military rank. A military rank. For example, the colonel inspected the soldiers. The colonel inspected the soldiers. This pair is pronounced the same. These two words have the same pronunciation. Okay? Colonel and colonel. This isn't pronounced colonel. No. The correct pronunciation is colonel. So when you see this word colonel, remember it has the same pronunciation as this word. Okay? The next pair of homophones is aunt and aunt. Absolutely. Now, it is pivotal to know that this word is not pronounced aunt, okay? And this word is not pronounced aren't. No. These two words have the same pronunciation. Aunt and aunt. Homophones. They have the same pronunciation, different spellings, and different meanings. Aunt means a sister to one's parents. For example, my aunt baked a cake. My aunt baked a cake. Yes, this other aunt is a contraction of are not. Are not. For example, they aren't ready yet, not aren't. Okay? Do not say aren't going forward. They aren't ready yet. Okay? Right. The next pair is son and son. Son means a male child. For instance, her son is 6 years old, while this sun means the star that gives light. For example, the sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. Another pair of homophones is the pair navel and navel. Yes, navel means the belly button. For example, the doctor pressed near his navel. This other half is also pronounced navel, and it means relating to ships or Navy. For example, he joined the Naval Academy. Same pronunciation, different spellings, and different meanings. These are homophones. The next pair we will look at is flower and flower. This pair is pronounced the same, okay? Flower means bloom. For example, she puts a flower in the vase. This other half is also pronounced flour, and it means ground grain. Ground grain. For instance, she bought flour for bread. This pair has the same pronunciations but different spellings and different meanings. The next pair we will look at is wear and wear. Wear means to have clothes on. For example, she will wear a blue dress. She will wear a blue dress. Okay? This other wear means goods or products for sale. For example, the potter displayed his ware in the market. Same pronunciation, different spellings, and different meanings. Another pair of homophones is council and council. This pair is pronounced the same. The words are pronounced the same. You don't say council and council. No. This other word is also pronounced council. Council. So this pair is pronounced the same. Council. Council. As you can see here, council means a group of people convened for advice or decision making. For example, the council met to discuss new community policies. This other council means advice or legal assistance. For instance, the lawyer offered wise counsel to his client. This pair is pronounced the same, okay? The next pair to look at is altar and altar. This pair has the same pronunciation, okay? Altar means a sacred table used for religious ceremonies. For example, the couple exchanged vows at the church altar. This other alter means to change or modify. For example, she decided to alter her dress before the wedding. As you can see, this pair has the same pronunciation, but different spellings and different meanings. The next pair is a bit tricky because some people mispronounce half of this pair. This pair is pronounced the same. This word is pronounced course, course. And this word is also pronounced coarse, coarse. Coarse means rough in texture or crude. For example, the fabric felt coarse against her skin. It means the fabric felt rough against her skin, right? This other course means a path, a subject of study, or a meal sequence. For example, he enrolled in a course on English phonetics. He enrolled in a course on English phonetics. Another pair of homophones to look at is pair, pair. This word and this word have the same pronunciation. Pair means two matching or related items. For example, I bought a pair of socks. I bought a pair of socks. Yes. This other pair means a sweet, bell-shaped fruit. Here is an example. She packed a juicy pear for lunch. So, these words have the same pronunciation. The pear is pronounced the same. Pear, not pear and pear. No, the word is not pronounced pear. Rather, it is rightly pronounced pear. So when you see this pear, remember that it has the same pronunciation as this pear. Right. The next pair we're looking at is muscle and muscle. Muscle is the tissue in the body that produces movement. Here is an example. He strained a muscle while lifting. Right. This other muscle means a shellfish. A shellfish. Here is an example. They served fresh mussels at the seaside restaurant. These words are pronounced the same way. Muscle and muscle. Not muscle, not muscle. No, muscle and muscle. They are homophonous. The same pronunciation, different spellings and different meanings. The penultimate pair to look at is cord and cord. Cord, cord. This pair has the same pronunciation, different spellings and different meanings. Chord means a group of musical notes played together. For instance, the guitarist struck a major chord. The guitarist struck a major chord. This other chord means a thin rope or string. For instance, the parcel was tied with a simple cord. These words are homophonous in nature. They have the same sound, different spellings, and different meanings. The last pair of homophones to look at today is the pair whirl and whirl. Whirl and whirl. This pair has the same pronunciation. Whirl means a circular pattern, as in a fingerprint. For instance, the detective noticed a whirl on the suspect's thumb. The detective noticed a whirl on the suspect's thumb. This other whirl means to spin or rotate quickly. For instance, autumn leaves began to whirl in the wind. In conclusion, homophones are an essential part of the English language because they highlight how words can sound the same but carry very different spellings and meanings. For learners, they often cause confusion in pronunciation, spelling, and comprehension. But with practice, they can also become a fun way of mastering English. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscription button and do so. I will see you in my next post. Bye!